right, Abuja is here on to 95.1 Nigeria Info. And it's time for us to talk sports. It's a sports drive. Let's drive along with you, or let's drive you along with the trending news in the world of sports. My name is Bunmi, Blair. They call me the Sports Prime Minister, and I'm the only Sports Prime Minister anywhere in the world. And right beside me is Captain Fantastic, a.k.a. Akiniku, a.k.a. Otumba One of Africa, exactly. A.k.a. Don't Touch Him, a.k.a. My Money Is Mine.
Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Abuja. Good to be here once again.
Well, obviously, big game for this evening in the English Premier League. Well, that's where to start. Arsenal at home against Manchester City. 3 points between these two teams. Arsenal top of the table, City second on the log table. City wins today, they go top of the table. But it's not as easy as it's been said. The last time they met, City won in the FA Cup. And a whole lot of people believe, well, it's going to be City's way today. The managers are speaking before the game, and for Mikel Arteta, it has to do with the reaction to the occurrence over the weekend where they stubbornly, or should I say, controversially lost 2 points. And the Premier League had to come out to explain some of the issues that took place in that game. They insist there were human errors in that encounter. The VAR at some point failed to draw the VAR line to which would have indicated that a Brighton player was in an offside position. Mikel Arteta says he doesn't need an apology. He would rather take a 3 points. Let's listen to the Arsenal manager.
A big not conceiving and understanding your job, and that's not acceptable. I'm sorry, and that cost Arsenal 2 points, and that's not going to be restored. So we're going to have to find those 2 points somewhere else in the league. But at the same time, we appreciate the apology, we appreciate the explanations, which were really open, to be fair. And we got a lot of sympathy from a lot of colleagues in the industry, in football, that they are talking that we cannot play with the integrity of the game in the way that we do. And that's it, and we have to move on. That certainly has made the players, the staff, and our fans even stronger, and with more desire to pass this hurdle that they put on us. So we are ready for it.
I know you want to move on from that incident, but are you satisfied, having spoken to them, that it won't happen again?
I will be only satisfied if they give me the 2 points back, which is not going to be the case. I appreciate, and I think they were really...
All right, you heard Mikel Arteta there. He will only be satisfied if he gets the 2 points, he's lost back. And he also alluded to the fact that he knows it's not going to happen again. Well, ahead of the game tonight, Pep Guardiola, the manager of the opposing team, actually, Arteta had to learn under Pep, and both managers will be battling it out for the title this season. And Pep says we will defend this title until the last day. And, speaking ahead of this game. And he also says, well, it's not just Arsenal or Man City in the title race. He says there is also Manchester United. There is also Newcastle. So don't just talk about Arsenal. We also have Newcastle and Manchester United still in the title race.
I think after a couple of games of the season, you said that there was 7-8 teams in the title race. Do you view this title race as yourself and Arsenal, or do you still think that the likes of Manchester United, Newcastle are still in this title race?
Yeah, there's a lot of points. When I said a lot of points to play, not just I'm talking about us. So, yeah, I think the Premier League, when it's tight, except you with the margin for a long, many points. That can happen in the next weeks, we don't know. So always I had the feeling, especially now, so the European competition, Champions League and Europa League and FA Cups will be already is around the corners next week. So that's why I had the feeling 8-10 games are going to decide for the win the titles. In that moment, is try to be there and make the last effort to try to achieve it.
All right, the words of Pep Guardiola there, insisting that the battle is not just between him and Mikel Arteta, not just between Arsenal and City. There's also Manchester United and Newcastle. Well, breaking it down, let's look ahead of tonight's game, which starts by 8:30 p.m. These two managers will have a huge role, a huge impact in terms of the decision they make. The players are going to field the tactical approach, to this game. Arteta versus Pep. You look at it as of today, who is the better manager?
Well, obviously, Pep Guardiola has done this over and over again, time over time. He's done it in the Premier League, in the Bundesliga, in La Liga. He has lots of experience. He's been in this situation severally, going neck to neck with Liverpool over the last couple of years. And the good thing is that Arteta learned under his tutelage, and kudos to Arteta. I think he's been able to galvanize his team. He's been able to build an Arsenal that everyone believes in, doing it his way. They have given him a free hand to make decisions at Arsenal, and it looks like it is paying off, with his own personal philosophy and some of the things that I believe he learned while understudying Pep Guardiola. But I think, in life, when you have a master and an apprentice, you might be as good as your master, but you don't know all the tricks. Your master knows the inside out. He has been there before. He knows when things go wrong. He knows what to do and what not to do. We saw Arsenal bustling it late last season. When they were supposed to qualify for the Champions League. Within 3 games, everything went up in flames. So these guys know how to manage a bad situation, and I think Man City are more experienced in that regard.
All right. Well, Abuja, it's time for you to have your say. You can call in on the show to have your say. Arteta versus Pep. It's going to be huge, their influence on the game. And I want to know who you think is better at this particular point. Arteta learned under Pep, but obviously he has his own philosophy. One of these is this. You see Pep, he likes to play, DMs or defensive midfielders that keep possession. But Arteta is different. Arteta wants, man markers, lions who will chase you down. Thomas Partey, the Swiss boy, what's his name? Granit Xhaka. So these are some of the differences you see in these two, managers. As of today, well, Arsenal are top of the table. So that means Arteta, has done better than Pep. But tonight we'll decide who is better between Arteta and Pep. And do you think whoever wins this game will go on to win the EPL? So come on, guys, let's get talking. Let's talk about that. You can call in, you can send messages, you can call the WhatsApp portal. Well, I think we have calls already. Let's take some of those calls quickly. Yes. Okay. 0. Okay, I think we have the call. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, the world's only football sport minister.
It's actually
Greetings
the sports prime minister anywhere in the world, not just football sports prime minister.
In the world. I checked it on Google and I confirm it.
All right. Thank you very much for joining in.
Yeah, Usam for God speaking.
All right, let's talk.
Bunmi, the match tonight would have been a cracker and an interesting match to watch. But it will still be, but the impact of that match, Bunmi, and the outcome has been hampered and been hindered by the fraudulent VAR system of last weekend. How I mean is that, imagine that Arsenal was going into that match with a 5 points gap from, with Pep. Bunmi, the pressure would be less on the team. Do you understand? But as it stands right now, they stand a chance of becoming second. Paraventure, City wins. It means that if City wins, Arsenal will be on the same point with City. City will be better.
Sorry, Usam forgot not to cut you, but why are you scared? You still have 3 points. Why can't you win and continue on top of the table? Well, everybody has been cheated at one point or another, but we move on.
Bunmi, but you know my stance on these issues of playing any top 6. Playing any top 6, Bunmi, the match can go either way. I am not too scared, but I'm not comfortable. I'm not too comfortable. You can't be going to the match with
the pressure is getting to you.
Okay. If the pressure is getting to you this way, what you can imagine what will be going on
Same
in
as
Arsenal's
Arteta
camp?
and the Arsenal team.
Exactly. So, guys, come on, let's focus on the job tonight because, what is gone is gone. Like Arteta said, he would have loved the 2 points back, but the points will never come back. Well, yesterday night, there were games in the UEFA Champions League. Once again, AC Milan dominated, but could only score 1 goal against Tottenham Hotspur. So they take a 1-goal lead into the second leg. And by the way, also, PSG lost at home to Bayern Munich. Bayern dominated that game and could only score 1. There's no away goal, there's no this, there's no that. So they go into the second leg to do the battle. And today, Chelsea expected to be in action. And it's to be their opponent will be Dortmund, yes, out there in Germany. Chelsea against Borussia Dortmund. Then Club Brugge up against Benfica. All tonight in the UEFA Champions League. Let's take some more of your reactions, okay? Let's see if the phone lines will click on this one this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Bunmi Blair.
Yes, good morning and welcome to The Drive. Your name, where you calling from?
All right, my name is Taripo. I'm calling from Airport Road.
All right, let's talk. Let's talk.
This match will separate boys from the men.
Who are the boys? Who are the men?
Uncle Bunmi. As now the boys, they are always boys. Man City will have men.
Okay.
They know what they are doing.
Okay.
Today, the cup will slip out of Arsenal. Today, it's going to be a 4-goal thriller.
Okay.
Man City 3, Arsenal 1.
Oh, incredible. 4-goal thriller. Incredible. By the way, just to bring you some more news, Victor Osimhen has been named in the Serie A Team of the Week after scoring a goal over the weekend in their win over Cremonense. 3-0 win over Cremonense. He's not the only man on the Team of the Week. We move to England, where Kelechi Iheanacho has also been named in the EPL Team of the Week. Kelechi scored a goal and provided an assist for his team, Leicester City, in their win over Tottenham Hotspur over the weekend. By the way, we understand the Flying Eagles of Nigeria will take part in a friendly game later today, and it will be against a club side out there in Morocco as they prepare for the Africa Under-20 Youth Championship. Well, the London Boso boys are preparing and are getting set. Well, let's see if we can get a reaction from the manager, London Boso, as he speaks ahead of the friendly games and also ahead of the African Youth Championship.
Group of the Super Eagles team, by the special grace of God.
Well, the response from the boys, of course, they responded with tremendous character, and that was what led to the equalizer and the winning goal. What do you have to say?
I'm with that number. I believe from the beginning of our preparation, from the screening processes before going for the World Cup competition, we have played several matches, and I believe up to date we have not lost any match since that time to date. And I always tell them that I don't want to hear that at last we have lost a match, and I believe that character is in them. And this is a team that will always play better second half, and I hope and believe they will always continue like that.
All right, Landa Boso, they're insisting on having unbeaten run. He's been unbeaten even right from here with friendly games played. And he says he has told the players, we need to remain unbeaten.
Well, it's good to prepare your team in the best possible way, but I think it will be a different kettle of fish. At the end of the day, they are playing in an international competition.
But they've already played 2 international matches.
Two international matches.
They won. One
yes.
here and
yes,
one in
but
Morocco.
if you look at 95% of the friendly matches they played was between Milan, Turkey.
But they've already played 2.
They've played 2. They were supposed to play.
They won.
Central African Republic today, which has been shelved. Central Africa said they would be available. It's good that they have a momentum going on for them. They have this fighting spirit, always fighting back from a losing position, but the competition will be tougher. It's good to have a mentality, but the quality at the end of the day also must come in.
All right, quality must come in. Also, let's go to the senior women national team, the Super Falcons, preparing for the start of a Four Nations tournament today out there in Mexico. The 9 times champions are already out there in Mexico. We understand that they had their first training yesterday. Aziza Oshola and the likes of them, Esther Okonkwo, Francisca Odega, Uche Nakanu, all are on ground and preparing for friendly games against Colombia, against Costa Rica, and Mexico. Yes, this is in a is it a 4 Nation tournament or 8 Nations tournament?
4 Nations.
4 Nations tournament. Okay, fantastic. The first game will be against Mexico and is built for tonight at 10 p.m. We wish them all the best. Now, let's go to the newspapers. Before we go to the papers, let me see if I can take one more call before we go to the headlines from the newspapers. Okay. Hello? Whoa, we lost the call. All right, you can call back. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prime Minister.
Good morning and welcome. Your name, where you calling from?
This.
Say your name again, please. Wow, line goes bad there. Let's see if we can get this one in. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Bunmi.
Move away from your radio, please.
Good morning, Bunmi.
Thank you very much. Your name, where you calling from?
This is William calling from Itawa.
All right, let's talk.
For me, today's match is going to decide. I'm telling you this, Arsenal, whatever you call it, whether you call them boys, whatever you call them, Arsenal is going to win that match by 2-1.
2-1. So you believe Arteta is better than Pep Guardiola. By the way, quickly, let's do a little bit of the Nigerian Professional Football League, where we understand midweek matches are also lined up for today. In Group B, Dakar will be at home against Sunshine Stars, Doma United against Abia Warriors, Niger Tornadoes against Bayelsa United, and we understand the match between Rivers United and Enugu Rangers has been postponed. So we have Wiki Ferries up against Lobby Stars. These are all games in the Nigerian Professional Football League this midweek. Bendel Assurance against Nasarawa United, Eimba against Shooting Stars, Kora United against Remo Stars, Plateau United against El Kenemi Warriors. So quickly, let's go to the headlines from the newspapers.
Okay, quickly, let's take a look at what the Vanguard is saying today, February 15, 2023. We have this, which says, goalkeeper dies after saving penalty. Tragic. This is a tragic one. And then we have this, which says, MPFL, 3 must-watch midweek encounters. I will just give you the fixtures of the MPFL matches for today. And then we have Dortmund battle Chelsea for first time in Champions League. Historic, right there. Super Eagles to host Guinea-Bissau in Abuja, the Moshood Abiola Stadium. Fireworks as Arsenal battle Man City today. And I think that's about it from the Vanguard newspaper.
All right, let's go take this message. Since it's Good Morning Sports Prime Minister, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I will prefer to watch Arsenal versus Man City over Dortmund versus Chelsea. Daniel Jr. from Jabi is already choosing the game he wants to see tonight. Headlines from the Tribune. I fear Osimhen. Sassuolo coach is the man admitting. Emir of Qatar considering over £4 billion Man United bid. No plans to stage Fury Wilder 4. That's another headline from the Nigerian Tribune. Unfortunately, that's all we'll be able to take from the headlines this morning. Can we squeeze in a call? Okay, I really don't know. Okay, let's take this one. This one says, good morning. This from the WhatsApp portal. Uche Nam. He says, good morning, Bunmi. Man City will give Arsenal a complete technical knockout. Chelsea will roast Dortmund tonight. I like it. Especially when it's roasted and it's served. So who will get roasted, who will get served, tonight. Thank you very much for joining in on Sports Drive this morning. Makes a return at same time at 9 a.m. tomorrow on same station. But before then, this evening, 7 p.m., you can afford to miss Football Frenzy with the A team. Thank you very much, Abiola. Quickly, before we go, your prediction for the game tonight.
My prediction, I think they're likely to share the
I don't want to
spoils.
hear. A draw.
Yeah, I think so. More likely.
All right. A draw for Abiola. We will see if you are right. Thank you very much. The Sports Prime Minister and Abiola signing off for now.